has it all teed up. And here we go at Huntington Bay. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And that gives the Browns a first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
New set of downs.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go, set.
They send a man in motion. Another one for Ford. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Street. Here we go.
Looking right, and he finds it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Running left, here's Ford. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Harrison Mevis on to try the... And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Browns will go on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on, set.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Set. Hurt. Go.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that...
Get a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. He breaks the tackle, and he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Ford straight ahead. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Ford. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And off running left, Ford. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. A solid run, 7 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. 3rd down from the gun. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. That'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on...
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. It's a fake from deep on their own half. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Mevis now for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Chandler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They'll stick with Chandler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Man in motion here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd and 6 now. He's got him. That's Addison. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. So it's the 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. 2nd down now, 7 to go. First throw for the backup now. Forced out to his right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Let's go.
This is Ford on the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Go, ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Track at 60. Go.
Setting up a throw. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down. Back to throw now. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Hopkinson reels it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's go now.
McCarthy looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They give up the gut to Chandler. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That one's complete, right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. McCarthy now, blitz coming. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. On play action now, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Chandler again. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Check that. Street. Come on. Set.
Throwing now from the gun. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one complete to Njoku. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On the carry, it's Ford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. He's on the move. He's contained at the line for no gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This is Ford. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the ground with Ford. He finds some space again. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Now Ford. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
It's a design boot. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to...
on that passing game.
Ford running to the right. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns make it a 24-point ball game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they face second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is hauled in by Chandler. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. That one's complete over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Frying Ford on the ground. And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. Now, hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Browns are on that one. So that should just about do it here. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throw left side, complete. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they send a man in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Browns come away with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.